new neighbors here. So trying to upload a file, a 90-minute file, it's been taking me almost 2 days, which means I'm going to do this live. So we can get straight up and say that energy, whatever it is. It's not a free spread. It is, we are very curious because there are some retrogrades going on. And we also know that there is something, you know, usually Shiva's got my back. This time it's like, I want to talk to you. I'm like, okay, not even Ganesh is working properly. It's a system failure. The old system is going down, bro. So yeah, I thought I'd keep it simple. You have to remember, so we don't have to. We will try to dodge the Christian creeps. Yeah, I said it. They creep me out. And we're going to find out what the hell is really going on here. I mean, there are some energies here, and they are not very nice. It's like, it could be the retrograde, but whatever button I tried to push, it's literally buttons, and there are errors, even perfect files that you upload. And there is no hostility among people. It's everything digital. It's every government wise. It's everything. So yeah, in regards to answer any, will I get a government job? The answer is no. So we are now at this cross point where we're going to just check what is working against you. And after the video is done, because I need a break, because yeah, I need a break. After this read is done, it will be for everyone. And let's have a look and see what is working against us, you, me. Maybe you could do it like this. It depends. If you're slacking in the couch right now watching Netflix, the worst scenario is that channel doesn't work, you gotta pay for it, blah blah blah. But there's a lot of money at stake, and time, and weird messages. It's a trap, you know. No, I'm not scared. I am. What is this? And I keep getting some black smudge on my hands. Where does it come from? Dirty, dirty little girl. Okay, so yeah, what is it? What is it? What's going on? So let's find out what is working against us and why. Is this just to check your stamina? Because trust me, I win when it comes to being stubborn. Who can sit the longest, who can stand the longest, who can walk the longest, I win. But at some point, you don't want to waste any more money. If someone made up their mind that we don't want you in this door, we don't want you in our property, yeah, I'm just gonna get my bag. Yeah, you can't have it. Yeah, it's gonna cost you 20k euro if you want that bag. And you ask yourself, is that bag really worth it? You know? So let's find out. Is it really worth fighting for what is going on in the 12 houses and so forth and so forth? What is the main energy here? It's the Magician, okay? So the main energy here, it's interesting because we have the cube here, which is all about illusions. We have this Kundalini energy, and the symbol of Saturn is here. And which makes me think that this is rather a devil's magician than, you know, the demiurge that wants to rule a world. Here you can see governments are in a square. And there is no room for, you know, a nail that's a little crack, not room for, you know, nothing. Nothing. Not a single arrow, you know, not a number can, you know, not a number, you know, consisting of 20 numbers, and, you know, nothing. There is no room for error. I get this idea of artificial intelligence, and yet we have people being suspicious in regards to your motives. I'm thinking, who the hell are we as a group? Are you guys that dangerous that you can't access? I don't know. So first of all, I want to check the houses and see what's going on in the houses, what kind of blockages that we have there. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Check the 12 houses, please. What is it that this group collective belonging to this channel need to know? What is it really working against us, or is it just you who decided I want to walk in that direction, although the wind is strong? So it's nothing personal, it's just that in this particular direction the wind is very strong. And it's nothing personal, but the wind is very strong. It could be that simple, and you already made up your mind that, yeah, but I need to go, I need that direction right now. Well, darling, it seems like you might want to redirect. Maybe you are being denied access to another Diddy party. So yeah, he's going to be a famous slime in the future, because something higher is literally saying, you know, you shouldn't go there, because there is something there, a snake pit. You know, a horror movie, a Stephen King movie, and as your god, actually we don't have any god, we have aspects of them inside of us. So it's your oversoul that could protect you. But you could also be tested that, yeah, that mountain is really tough, the wind is crazy, but I'm a Capricorn. I choose to go on top of the mountain, even though I come to the top and I'll fly off and I'll die. Yeah, that's the Viking spirit. So let's see. Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, she would say something like, act as if nothing bothers you. And she's right. So we have the Fool here. Very fine. We want to have a new beginning. We want to do something new. And this Fool is crying. It's like, oh my God. Like, if you see a normal picture of the Fool, you can't go any further unless you want to be crushed to the cliffs beneath there. But you can always turn around, still get your new beginning. So yeah, first house, action. Maybe the tears are your drive, like, I just want to get away from this. The Magician is here, working against you. So some of you are using a belief system which is basically pulling you down instead of sending you upwards to, like a rocket. It's supposed to go where you made up your mind to go. Like I said, if there is a cliff there and you want to go there, the wind will stay first, and you will say, no, I'm still going to go up there. And when you finally are there, you gotta jump and die. Or you can say, okay, wind, the wind, I'm gonna go with the wind. That's also an option. If someone comes in last minute because you've proven yourself worthy and say, hey, I have a parachute for you and your little dog there, then the situation changes a little bit. We have Temperance in the second house here. So patience. Some of you could be a little bit over eager, and it's also very important now that whatever choice we make, it has to have a very pure intention. We're not going anywhere or having a new beginning in life to make our life worse. And it's not going to be better by getting rid of debt is nice, but you need to feel the sensation of niceness despite what you think has the power over you. Because whatever you think has the power over you, which is square right here. It can only take your flesh and mess with your mind. It cannot really touch your heart. My entire life, I'll make you one big example. I've been groomed into becoming someone who people feel, that Raven, she's kind of creepy, she freaks me out, she's scary, look at those eyes, yada yada. Well, in reality, that is people who treated me with violence and foul words until at some point you see that, okay, I have to put up a really scary face, I have to build up power, I need to push them back so they don't come any closer. And I remember that I was close to my teenagers, and I was forced to pull up that face, and eventually the suit came along and the music came along and I became that. But what they couldn't do was make me being something more, something that crushes animals. I would hurt people, yeah, because I saw other wolves as, enemies that could endanger my existence. This is, But the animals, small children, they're innocent. And so never ever have I taken pleasure in harming animals. And still to this very day, I wouldn't sacrifice a fucking fly, even if you say, I'll give you $1 billion. No, it's not about that. Because I can have that $1 billion without sacrificing a fly. If you are in the need, you're already screwed. So the game going on now might test not just your stamina but the purity of your heart. Like, okay, if they're not going to let me in, I'm going to burn the property, I will curse the family line, or you could just, okay, you're no longer a part of my world. So there's a lot of mind game here. There's, communication. This is about speech. It doesn't have to be verbally. It could be, it's communication in general, which it shows here, which is, it's a mess. Brings tears to your eyes, understandable. This is also, for some of you, a lot of money. It's eating up your budget. I can tell as much because let's hypothetically say you apply for an Indian visa. So you have to buy the ticket first. But if you're not precise enough in regards to what dinner you want to eat, at what time, or where you're going to get your pedicure and what time, or that the perfectly uploaded file you're bringing in, they're not fine enough, and it's very suspicious that you don't know the future. It's very suspicious that you're going to stay that long. And the irony is that you have to pay for the ticket first. And I will get back to that another day. Because when it is much money at stake, and you could have done the same thing, invested in someone, in something, believing in, and then you realize, just like I went to Nepal last year, all of a sudden, 2,000 was gone. Why? Lung infection. So we can't always tell the future, and that's why also if you apply for something, an application, and they want to know the tiniest detail of what you're going to do, and you don't know what you're going to do in 6 months. You have no clue, you're just gonna chill. Well, that's very suspicious. You just gonna chill? Yeah, well, so far that's the plan. That's gonna cost you then. Rejected. Yeah, I think many of you already know what this is about. Not done quite yet. I don't go down without a little bit of a fight. And yeah, if I see that if I go further and I'm just going to hit the cliffs, I will just change the direction. Because we made up our mind. If you're stubborn like me, if you're a fixed sign, you made up your mind. No longer want to pay for a prison cell. Right? So here we also see that codependence might come back issue, and that codependency could have been the part of the issue. Needless to say that being in Europe right now, there is very little money to save afterwards, after you paid your house rent and purchased food, right? And so, yeah, the prices are a little bit different than when we came here. It's 30% more expensive at the same time as the crown's gone down 30%. Now, that's a lot. So when you want to lift your arms and go somewhere else to get a cheaper dentist, I think that speaks for itself. King of Swords here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of nice things to say. He is also within the authority, ironically enough. So someone, if you are in a court case, or if you're working, this looks like authority literally are working against you. Into the degree where I personally, when I think, is this a personal thing? You know, what is this about? In my case, you know, yeah, in in this specific case, the termination, you know, the you know, fuck this is very close, and just redirect to somewhere else where you are welcomed, right? Because when it becomes, because people say, no, that's not a dictatorship. I'd go so far say no is a dictatorship when you have to be dictated, and there are authorities above you. Why do we need authorities? I thought I already was my own authority when I turned 18. No, you're not. You're not even considered to be a sovereign being. And even though your heart is like to look like a gangster, that's even more freaky. The love life here, or the not just the love life, but the social life here is sad. You know, whatever is expected, it's just sad. So we can so far conclude that, oh yeah, this is the fuckery. And it could have something to do with the fact, okay, we have a loss here. And here we also see a pressure in regard to, what can I call it, in regards to pushing through. You could carbonizing, diamondizing yourself, pushing through, and also at the same time rejecting habits that you need to let go. And you say, yeah, let go of those habits, but they're still there, as long as, you know, like a small strain somewhere. You know, you deleted that app, but it's still hidden somewhere and draining your computer, draining your Visa card, you know. So there is a process here of transformation, which is more rough than the world. Yeah, 9th house. So a closure for sure. Traveling the world, yes. Some of us are still there. For those of you who know me, know that I'm a nomad. No, not mad, just nomad. Traveler, basically. Nomadic, pilgrim, whatever. So obviously for some of you it could be related to traveling, but you can't, because, you know, we just saw what happened to the rivers close by. Can't even remember the name of the city. I want to say Galicia, but it's not that. It's that place where they speak strange Spanish. La Dana. Okay, anyway. 6 of Wands here shows that there will be a victory in regards to 10th house. What is 10th house? Well, that is your career. That's your medium queerly. That is, you know, it looks like we're going upwards here. I don't want to jinx it, but someone or something is going to be exposed here. There is going to be some kind of exposure here in regards to 11th house in the open. Okay. I also get this, that there could be in need of some adjustments in regard to a misunderstanding. Someone think you're sneaking around. In reality, you know, you just want to pick up your bag, your gym bag with your dirty socks, but there is something in that gym bag. A beautiful necklace given to you by your mom, a loom, heritage, whatever, you know. A misunderstanding. That's coming out in the light. Four of Coins, inside of you, you don't feel the situation is very stable. And so your brain will be tested. Your ability to be your own secretary will be tested. And the question is, are you clear in regards to what? I might have gotten fooled by a dream I had and some pull. Because if that dream was like, it felt like an invitation that you should go. But what if that dream was a warning? You know, was in the dark. And Amma would be there, look at me and shake her head when I wanted to pick those shaped crystals. No, no, no. Whispers in the dark. And I had this same naiveness when I approached where I was as I had when I came to this Bharat the first time. I came with such naiveness, thinking that everyone are nice. Six of Swords says that eventually there is going to be a travel, but you might have to face injustice, heartbreak, breakup, something blurry, something disappointment in regards to feeling good about who you are. But I also see you keep on working, because someone here, I see you making a lot of sacrifices here, but there is someone here who's not with you. They don't make that sacrifice. It's like they're lying and waiting things to float. Someone here feels out in the cold, and there is also someone here who are on the ground. Maybe they just gave up over isolation and no longer. Yeah, we do have Page of Cups there, Seven of Cups, another Magician here, Ten of Swords. Something is done, and it looks to me like a redirection is needed. For sure. So let's hypothetically say that if everything goes alright, goes your way, you get your what's to call it? Someone are joining you when you are at you know, when people are there and says, you know, wow, I came all this way so long, picking up breadcrumbs, saving so much money just to come to this point, or saving so many resources just to come to this point. And beside you, you have someone loyal to you, and it costs. right? We have a fourth situation. Serene energy, protective energy, trying to create a foundation, something that feels safe, and yet the adventure wants to go. We have Six of Cups here. There is a soulmate here. If you're dealing with a twin flame, just so you know, it's very often that you're not meant to be together. And it's not often that it's really anything necessarily romance attached to it, just putting it out there. But there are so many different angles in regards to that, okay? So let's just see. That is if... because some of you are heading towards a lover. That is sure. It depends on what group, you know, disclaimer, this is a collective read. So the reason I read this is because we have some turbulences in the sky. And so this is something that affects a larger group. Well, it depends. Some of you have a fixed job. Okay. Some of you are retired. Some just want to travel the world. Some are digital nomads, right? So we all have different reasons to feel that, you know, there's this vibe of something working against me. Let's see. Could there be some sort of trap where your intentions are, okay? Could there be some trap there? There is grief. There is grief there. Connected to a... And yet, 10 of Cups, it's so much love. So what exactly is the trap here? Lovers is very often, here's in reverse, very often is connected to someone who needs to make a choice. Okay, so for some of you, it literally is a love connection. Choice need to be made. And whatever you're trying to push through, it will end up in tears. Could be a third party situation here. Let's see, what else could there be? Apologize for shuffling these cards. They ain't easy to end this soon. So what else could there be there? Obviously it can't be the same reason for everyone. Is someone trying to protect you? Is there something trying to protect you? Let's see, what else is there? Something is there, okay. There's a message here of love. For some of you, there is a wedding. That's a strong contradiction. We have someone here who feel, well, basically, I love myself, is what she says. I love myself. And when someone loves themselves, it's easier also for other people to fall in love with you. And someone here is really doing the sacrifice here in regards to make this work. There's some hassle here in regards to rumors, reputation. Okay. So, what kind of people is it that you might expect to meet on your little journey? Okay, we have two here. We have a messenger of love. There is someone here who wants to have everything with you. They will tell you, at least, I want everything with you. And this one is authentic. Not everyone will be, just so you know, not everyone will be. This is a... So what are those with tears? There could be a third party that you have about. You could be the third party, you know. What else do we have here in regards to people? We do have and yeah, I need to read more upon these cards. They are wicked, cool, strange. Yeah, we have strength here. We have the Empress in the bottom here, so whatever you're going through now, you will have your authority back. So this is just, you know, wind passing through. Stay strong with the wind with your Four of Coins. And also tells you to don't have too many expectations in regards to your cup. You might hold that back for a little while. Some of you are dealing with the twin flame, verified by the Six of Cups. But she's red and black. She's supposed to be strength, and she's a little bit different. And she's looking back at the little green witch here. She's ironically surrounded by so many monkeys, flying monkeys. It's like some of you are going to meet someone who will try to manipulate you. She's reversed. The green very often symbolizes devil. Okay. Flying monkeys, we all know what that is. Not so, and even the red apple magician kind of vibe, you know. There are, I feel that this is someone, you know, she's not pure. You can pay her to get something done, you know. Who do you need to get killed, you know? It's that bad. The other one, she's like, what's it called? A sort of a, she looks like a Spanish goddess, honestly. She's very beautiful. She has that typical headgear the Spanish people have. Like the gitana, the gypsies. She carries a sword, she carries the wisdom of Egypt, and it looks like potatoes on top there. But there's money here as well. And she sometimes symbolizes strength. In this case, I feel this is strength. It could also be justice. Okay, so what is the advice here for you to do, my darling beautiful people? Let's use some cards that are more simple to play with, and I'll go back to that wind of change. Yeah, I just realized I've been living in this same hoodie for more than a year since the first time I came to Laos. This is how fast time is going. And that some things needs to change. Yeah, obviously I love black hoodies, but this can't be the only hoodie on the market, can it? Okay, so some of you are done and you're moving on because you said, you know, I'm done. A new option will come for you. You all know that going back somewhere and playing the same game, it's a new world now, and if you accepted a new world, why are you going back to something old that doesn't really work? See, what are the advices? What are the advices? Yeah, we have new neighbor. When they're awake, we can hear everything. Everything from, oh, now I'm touching myself. Oh, now I'm breathing. Oh, now I want to have a cigarette. You don't hear that exactly, but yeah. I always thought it could get worse. Could get worse. You always need to remember, no matter what situation you're in, it can always get worse. Always. So again, let's see. What is it that the universe is telling you? Ooh. You know. What's your advice? So your advice here, first of all, it looks like you're already getting over it. Like, yeah, looks like this is not going anywhere. So whatever happens, happens now. Maybe some of you already planned a different route, different, you know, maybe you're going for another job, maybe you want a promotion, and the slam in your face, very rough. That cube there, that symbolizes the very matter. That doesn't really matter. The illusion, the Maya, the samsara. It's harsh. It hits you. I see you don't want to defend yourself anymore. Is that an advice? Well, the thing is there any point if you're talking to a wall, you're talking to a wall? I have a feeling there's no point trying to discuss with the wall. So let's just see. Yeah. Here it literally says, you know, emotionally, and we do see the moon here. It's a Neptune card, it's Piscean card, it's just Jesus Christ. It's just accept what is. In so many ways, it should be symbolized by caterpillar, which I think someone do. And you see the light around his head. That's like, okay, I'd give it. But I'll fight my way out of the caterpillar. In this case, it's a bat, of course. But there is a sacrifice that needs to be done. Here we see that whatever you've been trying to do, it's not something that is aligned with the higher purpose. Now that said, you gotta get out of it pretty fine. You know, King of Wands, Leo, love, compassion, passion, on top of it all, love yourself. But again here, there is this energy of not really following the highest goal, and that's not working now. That's not working. Twice here we have this energy of disalignment, and that you need to really realign yourself. What is in the back here? Yeah, you might exhaust yourself if you continue, because there is an illusion here. Sun in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, yeah. But for some reason you're going to have a victory, and as the victory could either be caused by a boom, bam, bam, thank you, man. Anyway, we do see a happy couple here. Beautiful, happy couple. And someone really watching you, paying attention to you, while you are standing there thinking, okay, where shall I go next? What's to do next? Or, you know, maybe you are also the one that is, you know, sneaking around trying to find out, okay, this is leading nowhere, what to do next? All right, guys. That was my break. And the moon is in reverse. How do you know? Well, the moon is in reversed. Someone here is having a new beginning. And so if you're keeping this secret that you are on a new path, you're going to do something naughty, you're going to jump the Himalayas, well, the secret is soon to be out. All right. You guys catch you on the flip side.